Hey YouTube, originally I was going to wait for a while before I start making a video on my ideas of sexing people at birth and stuff, and sexing people in general. Now, while it works in the animal kingdom and it's okay to sex animals for breeding purposes or whatever, I don't think we need it in humanity. Sure, it's okay and it's important medically and stuff to know, like, you know, what chromosomes we all have, because none of us know what our chromosomes are unless we've been specifically tested. And maybe, you know, if we've got a penis or a vagina, or, you know, or we're intersex. That's important. What I do not like is the terminology. Why do we have to say that people with penises are male and people with vaginas are female? That's completely backward. Why do we need to gender everything? What is it with humans engendering things? It is so stupid. I know that's an ableist word. I am sorry. I just realised that now. I'm still getting used to fixing my ableist language. It's a learning curve, but I can acknowledge that I'm making mistakes, unlike a lot of people who just, oh, I don't care. At least I'm trying. Anyway, I digress. So, gendering things I think is wrong, especially when it comes to humans, because it can cause so many problems. Sure, yeah, gender is in a different way. You know, if you want to say, oh, they've got a penis, just fucking say it, they've got a penis. You don't have to freaking gender it, because, like, people still use it in arguments. Oh, well, you know, no matter what you identify as and no matter what you do, you will always be biologically male. As no, I will not, you fuckface. Like, seriously, you can call it all you want. Like, science isn't set in stone. What science is, it's not a belief system. Science is discovery. If somebody says something and you say another thing, you've got to prove that your thing is an actual thing with science. Not by just saying, oh yeah, there was a study and it said this. You've actually got to research your shit yourself, right? I'm saying I'm not male. I'm saying there's not a single part of me that is male. You've got to prove me otherwise. Doing your own freaking research. You know, compile studies up together. Actually look into it properly rather than going linking one study from one transphobic dickweave. You know? I'm sorry for getting angry at this, but it really gets under my skin. It's no way of defeating me. You know, you can't beat me in an argument that way by going, oh well, you've always been male. It's like, no. Because it's just a word. Language evolves. So does scientific definitions. As we said, as I'm sure I said in another video, hermaphrodite, when talking about humans, is actually a slur. And while it used to be in medical journals and everything, we call them intersex people because hermaphrodite only exist in some species of the animal kingdom. Just as transgender people used to be thought of as having some sort of psychological disorder. And while we do suffer from gender dysphoria, that's something rather different than what we originally thought to be suffering from. Science changes, and there's new gender science coming out, you know, every year. We're getting more and more of an understanding into how gender works. So for you to cling to studies from whenever they were written, like, you know, 10 years down the line, we might not even count gender as a thing. It might be like, oh well, you're just you. Whatever, I don't know. Sex will definitely be blown out soon. We don't need to be sexed at birth. We don't need that. Obviously sex, but in a different way. Maybe give people chromosome readings, or just put it on your thing. Penis, vagina, intersex, whatever. But I don't see it as needed to be male and female, because that is just hurtful for people who do suffer from gender dysphoria and other things like that. And you can say, oh, well, that's only a select few. I think you'll notice if you look at the current populations that are getting popped out, that are getting to an age where they can get an idea of their own identity, I think you'll notice there's a lot more gender non-conforming people out there. And it's not a case of, oh yeah, people all want to be special snowflakes. No, that's not the case. It's just a case of, like, people have always seen that there's something being wrong. People have always been like, oh no, I don't like getting called that. The difference is, this time, we all have the balls to stand up and say, and excuse the pun there, you know, trans women balls. Anyway, we all have the courage to stand up and say, no, you're wrong. It's hurtful, fuck you. We're not more sensitive, we're just noticing what is wrong and that it is wrong. We're becoming more intelligent to things that are hurtful to people. Here's an example here, right? So there's a video, or a picture by Science and Happiness, or one of the pages like them, because there's a few pages that do the same sort of stuff. It's exactly the same artwork. I'm not sure if they're affiliated or not. And they posted a comic, and there was someone looks like a dude and someone looks like a woman. I don't gender anyone, it's just what they look like. I think it's part of the joke. And they had an umbrella, and the one that was looked like they were female walked under it and said, "Oh, I'm wet all over." And the guy, well, the male looking one, looked at her, and then she had an erection. Now, there was absolutely nothing transphobic done there. It was just this character had an erection. If the male character reacted in a horrible way after that panel, then yes, it might have been transphobic, but there was no panel after it, therefore it was not transphobic. And there wasn't anybody in there saying, "Oh, it's transphobic." No, but what there were all these anti-social justice warrior people sitting there, and one of them commented saying, "Waits for the social justice warriors to get offended and call it transphobic." Nobody did that. What instead happened was so many anti-social justice warrior people replied, just getting pissed off at the idea that there might be a social justice warrior appearing in the thread. And they were just getting angrier and angrier and angrier at this invisible social justice warrior that just wasn't even there. So if anyone's getting offended, it's these people that just can't handle the change, and they just think, we're going to hate on you because we don't understand. You stick to your science like a belief system when it's not a belief system. Science is discovery. Anyone knows that. Come on. Religion is a belief system. Science should not be viewed in the same way. Science is not a religion, that's the whole point of science. You get Scientology, but that's something completely different. That's like alien stuff. So that's my point. For this video is we need to get rid of... Sure, you can still gender things and just say penis, vagina, intersex, or you can say, XY chromosomes, XX chromosomes, XXY chromosomes, and all the other variants. But don't say male, female, because that's one that's putting your world into stupid little check boxes and it erases non-binary people. That's it, I've never felt male, but you would class me as male at birth, even though I feel mostly female, but I don't feel 100% female. But if you were to set me fully in the female box, I would get annoyed as well, because I'm not fully female. I've had arguments with like my ex, when he was like, "I see you just as any other girl," and I'm like, no, because I'm not fully, I felt offended, and I don't know why at the time, but now I realise it's because I'm non-binary. But that's for my previous video, which you will be getting a look at. So yeah, tell me your thoughts or whatever. That's just how I see it. That's just an idea I'm pitching to you. Get rid of gendering freaking children at birth, because it's so wrong and backwards. If I have a kid, raising it gender neutral until it decides what it is, or tells me what it is. I'll call it a simple name like Ash, that's a masculine or a feminine name, and I will call them they, them pronouns, and I'll give them a variety of boys and girls toys and clothes of various colours, because I will love my child and I will not force them into some sort of gender prison like societies before the more aware ones did. Now my battery's about to run out, so I'll have to leave this video here. Sorry for ranting. Enjoy your day, or night, or morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever. Hey, so if you like this video, why don't you give it a good old like down there somewhere? Or you can, comment if you have anything to say. Or if you would like to see more of my videos, it would be really cool if you subscribe, because not only does it give me a little joy to see that people are actually enjoying my stuff and want to see more, but I also will tell you when new videos are released. Incidentally, if you would like to see more videos like this, click up here. Nice video here for you. Or if you would like to see something completely different, there's stuff over here. Look at all this wonderful stuff. Whoa. So there at your disposal as well. The choice truly is yours. The choice is yours. I mean, that looks pretty interesting. kind of cool what's going on there. Then again, that is pretty awesome as well. Decisions. You need to choose something, otherwise I'm just going to be strapped here inside this box, which I do not really want to be. You know, I've got places I need to go, things I need to do, just general stuff. And the longer it takes for you to click on one of these, the longer I'm trapped here, and I don't really want to be trapped here. You know, there's plenty of other things you can be doing right now. Hell, or even suggested videos, not even by me, some of them, but anything so that it gets me out of this box, because, you know, it's kind of cramped and I don't really like it. Come on, please. Just click something. Why have you trapped me here? Come on, please let me out. Are you even still there? Hello? Hello? Please, come on. Is anybody there? Come on, please. Let me out. Please, just do anything. I'm gonna have to find a way to escape. Oh, hold on.